This second, Kiwior is having his Porto medical. Hincapie is flying to London for his Arsenal medical. However, there are still a few tiny small details Arsenal need to sort out before they can confirm the transfer. Wissa released a huge statement this morning stating his intentions to leave Brentford, and Zambi Lokonga is out of here. It's coming to an end, people. It's coming to an end. We are just over 24 hours away from this transfer window ending. And boy, has it been a roller coaster. And yet, for some reason, I think that roller coaster's only just beginning. I'm your host, Dini. Welcome back to the RASenal Transfer Center. Let's begin this roller coaster ride right now. Yes, people, then welcome back to RASenal TV. I am your host, Dini, and welcome to the RASenal Transfer Center. People, it's been a long summer and we are just over 24 hours away from filming our final RASenal Transfer Center together for the summer. It's been a blast, but you know what? Let's just forget all of that. Subscribe if you are new, smash a like on the video, and make sure you comment down below of your predictions of are there any wild things that you think that could happen in the last 24 hours of this transfer window for Arsenal? If you think that is anything wild, or what is a good thing, wrong answers only in the comments. Let me know. People, Brentford striker Wissa released a big statement this morning stating his intentions that he wants to leave. And I'm gonna play that video for you right now. I had to record it separately. It is a bit long, so I'm gonna speed it up. So make sure you can keep up. You understand? 3, 2, 1, let go. Okay, that's just a bit too fast. Let's start this again, shall we? Over the past few weeks, there has been increased speculation about my future at Brentford Football Club. As a result, I wanted to speak directly and honestly about where things stand. I have stayed silent for most of the summer, but with hours just remaining before the transfer window is closed, I feel compelled to make it clear that I want to leave Brentford. I believe my club are unduly standing in my way despite a series of fair offers throughout the summer. I've always given 100% for Brentford since the day I signed back in 2021. I am proud of what we have built together and never taken the opportunity to play for the club for granted. Brentford fans will always have a special place in my heart, and I've always conducted myself professionally, both on and off the pitch. It has been a privilege to wear this shirt for 149 games and celebrate 49 goals. Earlier this summer, I held open discussions with the club senior management, including key directors and the new head coach. I've made my intention clear that I wanted to explore a new challenge. During these conversations, and this next bit is key, this next bit is very, very key. During these conversations, it was confirmed to me and my representatives that the club would not stand in my way if a reasonable offer was received. This was also put in writing. Based on this understanding, I sought to find a new club, keeping Brentford informed with full transparency at every step. I received a formal offer from another Premier League club, this is Newcastle he's talking about at this time, and communicated that I wanted to join. I was under the impression from all conversations with Brentford that there was a mutual agreement to part ways. Yet, as the window comes to an end, the club has now significantly changed its position, going against what was communicated. This has left me in a difficult and frustrating position. The promise that I could leave this summer has not been fulfilled. It saddens me to have to write that, and I maintain total respect for the club and the fans. I want to make it clear that I have not acted unprofessionally, nor do I wish to leave Brentford on bad terms. I have been transparent in my position throughout. I have continued to communicate openly with the club and conduct myself in a way that reflects my values as both a footballer and a human being. I remain hopeful that a fair and reasonable solution can still be found before the transfer window shuts. In the meantime, I must do what I feel is right for my career and my family, and insist that Brentford honour their promise to let me join a new club and at a fair price. I want to thank all the Brentford fans for their support and understanding during this difficult situation. Your energy and belief in me has always meant a great deal. This has never been about walking away from what is a fantastic club. It's about being allowed to move forward with Brentford's blessing based upon repeated promises that I could leave for a new chapter this summer. Being made to stay beyond this summer will only tarnish 4 wonderful years at this incredible club, so I ask Brentford's owners and directors now to honour their promise to let me leave in the final few hours of the transfer window. Wow. Now, with that being said, could this put Newcastle off? Maybe. Could it alert Arsenal? Absolutely it should, because this player is absolutely stating that he wants to leave. And if we can add someone like a Wissa as well to our attacking options, that will be amazing. We would be stacked in the attacking position, and that's exactly what we need going forward. But in the statement, it did say that when it was communicated by Wissa and his representatives that he wants to move to another club, the club at the time that was communicating was Newcastle. Arsenal have not officially stepped in yet, but they can smell something. Berta, he can smell. He's like a shark. He's like a shark, and when he can smell blood, he will go in and attack. He would absolutely go in and attack. So let's see how this develops over the next 24 hours. Anything can happen from now till 7 p.m. tomorrow. If opportunities arrive, first of all, make sure you're locked in here at the RASenal Transfer Center, because we're going to be keeping you up to date with all of that as well. But don't be surprised if a madness happens, because we still need people. We still need someone, obviously, as Havertz is going to be out for a while, and that left-hand side as well. I'm still worried about that left-hand side, so I'm not going to stop harping on about it until we get someone. So make sure you subscribe to the RASenal Transfer Centre, and I'll keep you locked into all of that. Subscribe, RASenal Transfer, subscribe to RASenal, subscribe to the thing. Anyway, people, let's go on. Hincapie Kiwior is undergoing his medical right now in Porto, and his transfer from Arsenal is set to be announced soon. Kiwior, as I said on the show yesterday, honestly, sad to see you go. You was a decent player, but you're not going to get as many games. And I'm surprised it was Mosquera that came on in the Man United game ahead of Kiwior. I don't think Kiwior was in the squad. Has he been in any squads? He might have been in the last squad for Leeds, but I don't know, but he didn't get any minutes. And his time has come to an end at Arsenal. So Kiwior, the best of luck on your journey in Porto. I'm sure that deal will get absolutely completed. Now, David Ornstein reported this morning that Pierre Hincapie is flying to London as we speak, and he's set to land and to undergo his medical. But before he can do that, there are still a final few details that Arsenal need to cross their T's and dot their I's and this, that, and the other. Whether it's linked to the Kiwior deal, I'm not sure. But am I worried? Not really. As I said, anything can happen. You never know what hiccups could come. But I actually do believe Pierre Hincapie will be an Arsenal player and this deal will get done. And it will probably be announced later this evening, potentially, or tomorrow. Who knows? I believe Pierre Hincapie will be an Arsenal player. Someone that may not be an Arsenal player in the next 24 hours is Albert Sambi Lokonga, because Hamburg are now interested in attaining his services. And apparently it's being reported that it's going to be for a modest fee. We signed Sambi Lokonga, I think it was about 50 million plus. He came with great promise from Anderlecht, I believe it was. I think Vincent Kompany gave him high praise as well. Did Henry give him high praise? One of them bodies gave him high praise. But my point is that with the high praise that he came with, he hasn't lived up to his own levels. He hasn't lived up to his own promise, sadly. And now he's moving to Hamburg, which is Bundesliga, I think. Bundesliga, I believe. If I am wrong, Lord have mercy, slaughter me in the comments if I'm wrong. But yes, so the modest fee we're talking about is about 5 million, and that's that's not profit at all. Or did we sign Lokonga for 8 million? Was it 8 or 18? Let me know in the comments below, please. I cannot remember. It's boggling my mind at the moment. But when I was asking the other day, what's going to be happening with these players like a Fabio Vieira, who is now linked to Stuttgart and to West Ham as well. Zinchenko, who was linked to Marseille, but as of today, Marseille are pushing ahead. I think they have it here we go from West Ham for Emerson Palmieri as their new left back. So whether Marseille still want to go in for Zinchenko, I'm not sure. So will we find a suitor for him? Fulham were interested in the window for Zinchenko services. Will they come back in for him? It's his wages. It's his wages that are the problem. So we'll see. During the week, Reiss Nelson had links to Crystal Palace for a £50 million fee. We know that Fulham were also interested in Reiss Nelson. Is that going to develop? I'm not sure. The person that is closest leaving Arsenal right now is Hincapie Kiwior, who's undergoing his medical. There's still Zinchenko, Reiss, Vieira, Lokonga now. There's still 4 more players that need to leave. That still need to leave. It's going to be a busy 24 hours. That's what I'm saying. The roller coaster's only just beginning because they have to leave. They're not going to get minutes here. It's not going to happen. So what are you going to do? Waste your time here when it's a World Cup here? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. So you either leave or you hope. But even at some, but it's insane. If someone gets injured, then you come in. Spaces will clear up. But right now, we can't be affording injuries. And right now, players this year especially, are going to be making sure that they're injury-free as much as they can. So, find a new club. Find a new club. People, that has been the RASenal Transfer Centre today. Also, make sure you look out for AFTV's watch along today, because I'll be going down to the box park today at AFTV. I was invited down by Laurie himself, and I'll be going down there today to do the watch along for the Liverpool versus Arsenal game. So make sure you head back to my preview if you haven't watched it yet. I will link it. I will link the link in the description. But make sure it's on my channel as well. So if you're subscribed, you will find a preview. go watch it, right? You got time before the game starts. Liverpool versus Arsenal, 4:30. I'll be down with AFTV at Boxbar. So make sure you find out or look out for my fan cam as well. Obviously, I'll be doing my own reaction on this channel as well, on my channel, on our home right here. This is our home. So I need to get ready now and head down there. I like to be early and punctual, you know what I'm saying? So, people, let me know in the comments below what you think of this video. Let me know what you think of all the links of everything I've told you today. I've been your host, Dini. This has been the RASenal Transfer Center on channel RASenal TV. Love and guidance, people. Also, I believe we're gonna beat Liverpool today. I do believe it. So hopefully, I'll be back later. Celebrating a win! Come on, you Gunners!